What's going on, DIYers? My name is Billy and welcome back to Mr. Fix-It, where we save you time and money on your projects. Today we're going to be talking about the do's and don'ts when wiring an electrical outlet. So let's get right into it. Alright, so let's talk the do's and don'ts of wiring an electrical outlet. First thing when doing any electric project is always to locate the breaker box and turn off the breaker for the circuit that we're working on. One tool I do recommend having is some sort of electrical tester. We can use this kind or this kind. By using the electrical tester, it will help you verify that you did get the correct circuit turned off. Okay, let's take a look at an outlet. On the first side, you're going to see the brass screws. This is the hot side, which will have a black wire going to it. Now on the other side, you will see the silver screws and the green screw. The silver screws are your neutral, which will have your white wire going to it. The green screw is the ground, which will be a green wire or a bare wire. Now let's talk about stripping the proper amount of insulation off the wire. If you look on the back of the outlet, you will see the strip gauge. What you will do is lay the wire in the strip gauge, mark it with your thumb, then grab your wire strippers, and then you can strip the proper amount of insulation off, just like that. Next, we will take our wire strippers and bend a small loop on the end of the wire. We're just going to stick it right through the hole and just pull a small loop on it. Then what we're going to do is go ahead and install it on the outlet. When we're installing this, we want to make sure that we're installing it going clockwise. So when you do tighten the screw up, it is actually pulling that loop towards itself. So as you can see there, that's what it should look like. And we'll go ahead and tighten that up. As you can see here, I got it tightened up. We've got the wire laying against the little guide there. And you can see we don't have any insulation or anything in the way of making a good connection. We are going to go ahead and repeat the process for our neutral wire and our ground wire. Alright, so this is what our completed circuit's going to look like. We're going to have our hot wire on one side, then we're going to have our neutral wire on the other, and our ground wire right here. One good thing to remember is if you do only use one of the screws, you want to make sure that you tighten each one of the other screws. That's just good practice. Now let me show you a couple of the common mistakes made when wiring an outlet. The first mistake is stripping too much insulation off. When you strip too much insulation off, that leaves bare copper past the outlet, and that could lead to a problem. As you can see here, the second mistake is not stripping enough insulation off. And what that does is when you're tightening the screw up, it actually tightens against your insulation, and then you're not getting a good connection. The third mistake is actually putting the loop going the wrong way. And what happens there is when you actually tighten this screw up, it's actually loosening that connection, and that could lead to major problems down the road. One thing I didn't mention was the outlet does have these 4 holes on the back, and you can actually put your wire directly into that, but I do not recommend that because over time it can come loose, and in some places it is against electric code. That's all for this video. If this video helped you out with your project, please consider giving it a thumbs up and commenting below. It helps us out. If you would like me to help save you time and money on your future projects, consider subscribing and clicking the bell so you're notified of my future how-to videos. Thanks for watching.